I'm going to show you how to make this delicious gluten-free chocolate almond tart. Let's see how it's done. First thing I did was I took 5 eggs and I separated them. The trick with eggs is to separate them when they're cold and whip them when they're at room temperature. So egg whites are here, egg yolks are in here. I added a cup of sugar, a teaspoon of vanilla to here. In this bowl I have 1.5 cups of ground almonds, baking powder, some potato starch and salt, and dark chocolate with butter melted. It's really important to melt that first and get it cool, but you want to make sure it's still liquidy. So let's start by whipping the eggs and the sugar and wait until it takes about 2 minutes. 2 minutes later, look at that. It's nice and fluffy, aerated. That yellow is now more like a pale yellow. So remember, this is our almonds. Go in there. I love these little spatulas like this. Nice and easy to get that all in. And what we're going to do is we're going to fold our ingredients. Now if you remember from home ec, folding is simply mixing it by stirring up and around. Now I'm going to fold the chocolate and the eggs and the almonds. So it's sort of like a swirling up and around. Again, I did this many years ago. I learned how to do this. And it's okay if you don't know how, just a little practice, up and around, up and around. And as soon as this is all mixed in, I'm going to whip the egg whites, fold that in, and the cake is ready to go into the oven, 350 degrees. Now we're going to whip the egg whites, another thing I learned in home ec. Super simple. You can use the whisk, you can use the beaters, you can use a KitchenAid, and I'm going to turn it on and let's see what it looks like in a couple minutes. And let's check it one more time. Now see the difference. Do you see how it's forming those stiff peaks? And it's hard to tell maybe on camera, but it still looks wet. It doesn't quite look dry. That is perfect. We're going to take this and now we're going to mix it with our almond chocolate. Ready to start doing the folding. So we have a chocolate mixture and I'm just going to take maybe about 1/3 or so, 1/4 of those egg whites. Put that in. Remember, the folding is up and around, up and around. Okay, so get that all folded in about 3 additions, and when it's all done, then we'll put it into our pan. It's all mixed up right into my pan. You can use any kind of a cake pan. I've used a tart pan with a removable bottom that works nicely. I've used a butt pan, just something a little bit flatter. And as soon as it's all in there, we'll get it in the oven. All mixed in, ready to go. Careful of your fingies, right in the middle. Everything always in the middle whenever you can. And in about 35 to 40 minutes, it'll be done. When it comes out, I'll show you how to test it. Sounds awesome. So what we're looking for is we want it to be firm in the middle. That's hot. And you see how it's pulling away from the sides? That means it's done. So this is coming out of the oven. We're going to let it cool. I'll flip it over in a little bit and serve it for tonight. Yum. And here's the chocolate almond tart, gluten-free.